Hello, this is Diana Jarvis from the Young Reporter Scheme, and today I'm speaking with Elena Village, who did the scheme with us in 2017. Welcome, Elena, and thank you for agreeing to do this podcast with me this afternoon. So tell me a little bit about what you're doing now.
So I am a third year politics student at the University of Warwick. I'm currently looking at jobs. I'm thinking about either going into a master's or maybe doing something to do with local government or potentially charity work.
And did you find that doing the Young Reporter Scheme sort of helped you with your skills at uni?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I think the scheme has so many skills you can gain from it that are just applicable to just a huge range of whether it's university or a job application. So I think it just showcases a whole bunch of skills. So for example, time management was something I wasn't fantastic at when I joined, but it really forces you to sort of perfect those skills. Independence as well, because you have to search out a story and try and find it, and you're just given free reign to just be independent in that. I think those were two really important skills I got from it.
So how did you find the experience doing it?
Yeah, I mean, I really loved it. I think for me, I think it is one of the best things that I've done on my CV. It's been the most helpful of applications. And even just personally, I really love the fact that it sort of gets you to learn more about your local area. So there were cultural events going on in my local area that I wouldn't know about if I hadn't sought them out and written about them for this scheme. I just think that was really great to learn more about my area.
So did you find it easy then to find articles to write about?
Initially, no. I think it's not without its challenges, the scheme, and you do have to push yourself a little bit, but I think that's what makes it so valuable to do, because you really sort of learn more, and you have to sort of be independent, proactive. So that is difficult, but it is just so rewarding to do.
Did you find it daunting? You say you found it difficult at the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a little hard to find out stories, to work out what I should be writing about the first couple of pieces I did, but I do think you sort of get into a flow the more you've done. So even if your first few pieces, you're not like 100% sure what you're doing, you do get there eventually.
Do you remember any of your articles that you wrote?
Yeah, I actually looked a couple of them up before. There was one I wrote about, as I just mentioned, about this festival in my town it's called the Seething Wells Festival, and I'd never heard of it, and it was just such a positive experience to go and talk to people there and learn more about it, and I really just enjoyed it so much.
I guess it gets you out of your comfort zone.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, you learn a lot about where you are, as well as the skills that you gain from it as well, I think.
So what was your favourite part?
Um, I would say that festival was probably my favorite part. It was very interesting to go there, because it's not necessarily the sort of thing I would have thought would have happened in my local area, and it's something I wouldn't have known about if I hadn't done the scheme, and I just really enjoyed learning more about that.
Have you done any extracurricular activities at university?
At university, not specifically, no. I mean, I've been quite busy with my degree, but I have done other journalism related things. A couple of months after I finished the Young Reporter Scheme, I did interviews for my school newspaper, and I ended up interviewing Nicky Morgan, which was really interesting to do. And I think that's probably something that the scheme really helped me with, because it sort of boosted my confidence in interviewing and talking to people and stuff like that.
You were also involved with a campaign for freedom of information. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so it's an organisation that looks at freedom of information requests. What I basically did was help them with a research project looking at how freedom of information requests are handled post and pre-COVID, to sort of see how COVID's impacted official bodies looking at freedom of information requests and stuff like that.
That must be really interesting.
Yeah, no, I definitely thought it was a very interesting and very valuable work to do as well, because it's going to make a report that they publish, and hopefully will have some impact on how councils and other bodies look at freedom of information requests and how they deal with them.
So what do you hope to do when you leave university?
At the moment, I'm kind of open to a lot of different things. I might do a master's. I'm also looking at maybe doing something in charity. I was really interested in that. Also, maybe working in local government, I think would be really interesting and something that I think I would suit quite well.
And you say you might do a master's. What would your master's be in? Do you have any idea?
So it would be maybe in humanitarian intervention, something around that. Definitely political, obviously, because my undergrad is political.
Oh, right. Well, that's really interesting. And it's lovely to talk to you after sort of all this time, and also to hear what you're doing now. So I would just say thank you very much for giving up your time this afternoon.
Thank you for having me.
And, I wish you all the best for the future.
Thank you so much. Thanks.
This has been Diana Jarvis speaking today with Elena Village.